Welcome to UpTilt, where average gamers give you average opinions on average things.
I'm Trev.
This is our, I'm Ed, and this
How's
is
it
our
going?
first time doing this.
Yeah, it is our very first time, so please give us some leeway here if it's not fantastic
We will do better
in the future.
in the future.
All right. First things first, Ed. Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning. It is beautiful here.
It's beautiful.
It's actually like 70 degrees.
My curtains are closed and I don't go outside, so I don't know.
I live in the Midwest, so 70 degrees is unheard of for February.
It's the end of the world, actually.
It's it's so nice outside that it's scary.
First
This is
order
a
of
show where
business.
we talk about video games.
And other video games.
And other video games. But we could also talk about Pokemon because today is Pokemon Day.
It is. Also, I didn't know right off the bat, and maybe this will make me sound like a fake Pokemon fan. I didn't know the reason why it's held on this day is because it was when Red and Green were first released.
Mm-hmm. It's an anniversary.
Yeah, I'm just dumb and I just caught that at the beginning of this Pokemon Day.
Welcome to Pokemon Day, where today is when Pokemon started.
So the games first or was
What
the
do you mean
manga
were the games?
first?
The games came before
Okay.
because history lesson. The creator of Pokemon, whose name I can't remember right now, was beetle fighting in Japan and was like, "This is so cool," but industrialization is changing the entire world.
Yeah. Like like rhinoceros beetles and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, they would
That's
they would catch bugs and they would make their bugs fight.
that's kind of gnarly. Like I don't want to support like animal abuse or anything, but that's wicked. You know that one video? Not like wicked cool. That's like wicked crazy. Like you've seen that one video of the rhinoceros beetle flicking the other beetle over it and it just goes flying.
That's that's the basis of Pokemon.
That's makes so much sense.
Pokemon news. The trading card game on the phone actually looks really good, and I'm
I
excited for that.
I see I'm confused on that simply because they already have a trading card game, an online and mobile trading card game. But yeah,
So
the
anyway,
the trading card game, I'm confused, I guess. It did look, I will say, admittedly better than the one that they use currently.
I just want to do the
So,
thing. I just want to swipe the packs open and flick through my stupid little cards and call it a day.
I agree. That there's something so satisfying about tiny mechanics like that where you just floop and like cut
Yeah,
it open.
let me just
It's like
let me just
I
do my
want to
stupid little cut and get my stupid little cards. I noticed a lot of the chat on the Pokemon Day Presents or like the stream chat. Everyone was like L. Everything about this is an L. And I'm like, you guys will never ever be satisfied.
no. No one's ever happy about anything.
What do they want? I don't understand what they want. And then they're like, you never listen to the fans. And I'm like, because all the fans say is this isn't good, but they don't say what would be better.
That's because they don't have any game dev to like experience.
Neither do I.
They want the opportunity to make their own Pokemon game and have it flop.
But I was peeing my pants at the last announcement of the Pokemon Presents, which we can skip over Unite. We can skip over Pokemon Sleep.
You can skip over Unite.
We can. I can skip over Unite. Unite's good. It's just
Unite is good. It's just it's Unite. It's still a meme.
anyway. Pokemon Night is fine. You know, Miraidon being in and Unite is good. Cerule Edge is good. That's gonna be fun. I still wonder, why they wouldn't do like, do you want to build melee or do you want to build range?
Yeah, I don't. I genuinely think the Caesar build is so good, and being able to choose whether you stay as Scyther or go into Caesar is like a great gameplay mechanic. Here's a tip though: never go Scyther. It's not as good,
I'm
and it's not
gonna
as fun.
exclusively go Scyther. Scyther is just in general cooler than Caesar.
I agree, simply because
The anime.
yes, the anime, and also he has blades on his arms. That is crazy, as opposed to just like big boxing glove fists.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
What is the ZA? Why is there an A? I don't.
Z through A. Zygarde.
I know Zygarde, but
Well, that's why it's green.
what's the A? But I never actually finished playing through X and Y in the first place. I didn't play like any of the 3DS games all the way through.
Um,
I
Oryx was really
sucked at
good.
that
I
part.
liked Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire a lot. I guess that's a hot take in the community, but also
Why?
we're casual. We're pretty average. I just like Pokemon.
It's
I was
fair.
a big fan of the presents. I thought that it was really good. I love seeing Pikachu run around in little circles because everybody knows Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon.
I want Chunky Pikachu
Everybody
back.
knows.
I want Chunky Pikachu.
I would also like Fat Pikachu, but I want Skinny Pikachu and I want Fun Pikachu and Surfing Pikachu and Flying Pikachu. I want every single Pikachu that can be had. I want.
You have a Pikachu in the background.
I
It's
do
not
have.
quite. It didn't quite make the cut for fitting into your background, but
I can just grab it.
you could grab it. I have
Pikachu.
a non Squishmallow sleeping Pikachu.
I also have a sleeping Pikachu. Do you have the Target pillow?
Yeah,
I
heck yeah.
I do too. And I just bought one for Jason's goddaughter. For her first birthday, I bought her one.
Ooh. I really wanted the Bulbasaur, but this was a gift from. Honestly, dude, it was a Secret Santa gift, and my Secret Santa nailed it, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, that's if I got that, I would cry. Real human tears.
Real human tears of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the fake ones. Not even the tears of alligators.
Yeah.
Is the Legends game? I want to talk about this. I did love the setup for the trailer. I liked the concept of it, and it looks like they're gonna start from before Lumiose City, right? Was
Moise,
Luminois,
Luminois,
Illinois,
Luminous,
Illinois.
Illinois City.
Before they
Yeah.
built
So
Illinois as a
before they
state.
built Illinois, so I think that it is a direct answer to Pal World.
Really?
No, but wouldn't that be
Okay,
crazy if it
that
was
would
like
be
build your own
wild.
city, build
Honestly,
your
though,
own city Pokemon?
hang on, real quick. Let's talk about that. I think that would be a fantastic concept. But
Yeah, let's watch Game Freak go. Let's show them how it's done, and then deliver us the most unfinished game.
literally, there's no cities. You have to build your own city. Um,
That would be it. Would be really cool to build your own city or like create the gym leader sort of aspect. Like
yeah,
you're the first gym leader. You have the history of the Mega Evolution Stones are going to be there. Um, all that jazz.
yeah. I think that's gonna be fantastic. Honestly, because I have another thing I'll get to in just a second. I gotta filter my thought process. Because of how much I was spam watching a lot of the Pokemon mini series, because the Pokemon TV app is going away, which I still think is dumb. But I knew it was gonna be from X and Y as soon as I saw the Floette, the little flower Pokemon,
Yeah,
the one that floats around on little flowers. Because in one of the
it,
mini series, that is like a very heavy-handed reference.
yeah. Well, I don't really know anything about X and Y. I'm gonna be honest. I have not played them,
Um,
so I will be doing that.
You should watch through that one miniseries. I have to figure out which one it is, but it does give quite a bit of background to X and Y also.
I will do that.
Um, but the other thing I kind of wanted to jump to is I'm still mad that they shut down the Pokemon TV app a month before they said they were going to. At least in the
You're the only one
US.
that used it. You're the only one that's mad about it. You're the only one that used it.
I don't know why. It's all free content on there.
Well, that's why they shut it down.
I mean, you're not wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the sole reason why they did that.
Um, I don't know anything about Pokemon TV, so I don't really know how to. Yeah.
Just
Oh
the
no.
anime or the app?
The app.
It's just that it's shutting down.
I could probably stand to watch more of the anime, or at least more of the animated series, because they have that one short on YouTube, Bidoof's Last Stand or whatever it's called, and that made me cry.
Dude, the miniseries, if the mainline series could have as good of quality as the
There was
miniseries
just so
in the
much heart in
shorts,
it, you know.
there is. It's crazy. And then you have like the mainline anime, and it's like, eh.
But yeah, there's a lot of heart in there.
Absolutely. I
Pretty great.
haven't seen the Baidu's Last Stand one, but I've
Yes,
watched like all of them around it.
that one made me cry. They give a little fist bump at the end, and I fucking I lost it.
I know like there's the HM bots in every Pokemon game up until they started making it where you just had like one like
Best
Koraidon and
idea
Miraidon.
they've had, by
Yeah,
the way.
right. It sucks losing a member of your fighting party just because
I need someone to walk around this tree for me.
Yeah, right. Also, don't promote deforestation using cut all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah. They're deforesting my apartment complex right now. It's crazy.
That sucks.
See, and that's why Pokemon should be real, because it would be really cool to go outside and see a bunch of Scizor or Pinsir or a Scyther cutting down trees.
As much as I don't go outside already, I think I would be even more terrified to go outside if the bugs were human sized.
Scyther is 4'11", so yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I think it's 4'11". I am going to Google that really quick.
I know they needed
4'11", 123.5 pounds. You know what? I could pick him up and throw him, though.
That's fair.
If I could get close enough, because he does have swords for arms.
He has every Pokemon has superpowers, though.
True.
Like, what if I just walk outside in a Bulbasaur's out there and it's like, today's not the day, man. He just solar beams me.
Even honestly, poison powder.
They kill you.
Yep.
I just die.
Just start coughing. I mean, living where I live, it's like walking outside into poison powder any day. Anyway.
That's fair. Oh, I live in a big city, man. It's not great here either.
Probably worse for you.
All right, but let's circle back to Pokemon Z.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Is it ZA? Like, have they?
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it is officially Pokemon Legends ZA.
Why the A? I gotta know why the A though.
Arceus. Zygarde to Arceus. And you actually you have to catch every single Pokemon from Z to A. I don't know. I don't even know when it's supposed to take place.
Wait,
it's actually a Pokemon game where you make
pizza. Oh, but the reason why I wanted to circle back around to Pokemon Pizza is because if I get city customization before I get character customization, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, okay, so there's the thing though, is Kalos is the first game that had like character customization. They had like different outfits and stuff that you could do. So I'm wondering if they're really going to lean into that, because I know that that's like a big complaint. Is like, I want more clothing, I want more options for outfits instead of just the same shirt with different colors. You know?
Yeah.
Plus, it's Pokemon Legends. And that in and of itself is just really exciting to me, because that leads me to believe they're going to keep the catching mechanic to be the same.
Would hope so.
Smacking a Pokemon in the back with a Pokeball is the most fun I've ever had in a Pokemon game.
So my only, not my only. I have a ton of questions. Um,
I know.
are they gonna keep the time travel mechanic or like story plot where you just fall through a portal and end up?
I hope not because it's done.
Yeah, it's played out. At this point,
Plus,
now we can just
what
be a member of
I
that
don't
society.
I don't know the lore for Zygarde though.
Neither do I, because we didn't play
Like
the game.
yeah,
That
like Arceus
actually,
is just God.
that would be a fun stream idea, I think. Also, the way my camera's turned, it really looks like I'm just looking directly at you. um,
Is it
I,
this way or the other way?
other way. So, anyways,
Trevor,
hey Ed, how's it going? This is some good slapstick.
do this.
Hey,
Shake my hand.
that's stupid.
We did it.
Sorry, that was just a bit for us. Um,
That was mainly for me.
that I think would be a good thing. Some supplementary content on this channel. We could just do a playthrough of X and Y together on here.
Yeah, I could certainly do a playthrough of X or Y on here. Me personally.
Um, but yeah, I don't know any of the lore behind Zygarde. Um, we should be like more refined in our in our Pokemon lore. I feel like at this point,
Well, that's the thing though, is they announced the one that we haven't played. The one game
yeah, that's fair.
that first of all nobody expected, and second of all that we never played.
I'm that was a great marketing move on their part though, to leave Z open. I doubt that was their plan from the very beginning, considering how old X and Y are to begin with.
They probably
But
just forgot, and they were like, "Oh, we were supposed to do this.
yeah, right. Didn't
Oops, we were supposed
because
to release Pokemon Z."
that was before their DLC started.
For sure, yeah.
So, well, let's see. Where does X and Y fall? That comes after
It's
in
Gen 6.
say that again?
It's Gen
Gen
6
6. So after Black and White, right?
after Black and White,
Okay. So Black and
before
White didn't
Galar.
have a third game.
What was Gen 7? Oh,
Sun
Sun
and
and
Moon.
Moon.
That took us took us a second. But yeah. So Black and White was the first games to not do a threequel, I guess.
Well, they did Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah, but they skipped a gen, didn't they? They waited until X and Y came out and then they did Black 2 and White 2.
That sounds wild. Is that true?
Let's Google. Let's fact check real quick.
I'll look up Pokemon
Pokemon,
Black 2 release date.
and then I'll do X and Y.
June 23 of 2012 was Black 2 and White 2.
Nope, they did Black 2 and White 2 first. October 12th,
I thought,
2013 for
yeah, I
X and
thought
Y.
it was like Black 2, Black 2, X, Y, or S.
Yeah, I was thinking more so that they had gone the like remake route with Black 2 and White 2, where it
Yeah.
came out like in
Yeah,
the later
I'm very,
generation.
very, very surprised that we didn't get an announcement for a Black and White remake. I was hoping, even if it was like an ILCA reboot, like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I was really hoping that I would get at least a crappy side game to play while I waited for Game Freak. Can we talk about that, by the way? They're waiting a whole year to release a game. That is unheard
That
of.
was my next point. Like, it's insane that they're not dropping anything for the holiday season. That, I think, is a great sidebar. I think they're gonna drop something for a new Nintendo console. I think they're purposely waiting for a new
And
console
that's
to come out.
fine. But they announced ZA for Switch.
Did they?
They did. If you
Well,
look at the
they're
official Pokemon channel, it does the little Switch thing beforehand, and that's fine. I
what
don't
if
think
it's
the
just a
Switch is
cover?
weak.
What if
I
there's just a little section that can be erased, or they like click on it and a little red square pops out and there's a white 2 underneath?
there's a little asterisk.
Yeah. Switch next gen.
Switch 2.
I
Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, there wasn't a real or a Nintendo Direct this year so far.
I think
It was just a partner showcase.
I do think holiday season 2024 is probably like prime time announcement for Switch because we're running on what? This is year 8 now for Switch.
This will be year 8.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is such a long time to run a console for. I mean, I think so. I definitely think COVID helped to boost those numbers because like there was a Switch
It's
shortage.
fine. But I just, real quick, can we get over the fact that they announced a game a year in advance with nothing in between? Which
That
means,
should be a fantastic game.
does that mean they're going to polish it for a year for once and they're hopefully going to, let their employees go home?
Oh my god, I hope so. Please open the
Yeah.
doors.
Nintendo, love ya, but also Nintendo. Seriously.
Calm down.
Get it
You're
together.
put that's yeah, I don't quite understand the Pokemon and Game Freak hate for unpolished games when these people are not allowed to go home.
They
Like,
literally just work and work and work. They're like, you need 3 games by the end of the year, and they're like,
what?
3.
Like, no wonder Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were tossed over to Ilka. Like,
Yeah. Well,
they needed a
you know
break.
what though? ILCA did such a bad job.
Yeah, they did.
I tried
I
to play it last night,
I
and I just turned it off.
I
Just turned it right off.
literally fell asleep playing Diamond the other night. I wasn't even
It's
tired. I
so
was just so out of my mind bored with it.
it's so outdated. I was fighting I was battling a Bidoof with my Piplup, and I got growled and growled and growled, and it took me 9 turns to beat a level 3 Bidoof, and I'm like,
Uh-uh. No,
this
I'm
is
out.
not it. This isn't it. I wanted to complete a Pokédex while I waited for Pokemon Day. No, this isn't good. It's gonna be Arceus again. I'm gonna do Legends Arceus for the 4th time
Yeah.
because that game was super good. Also, Conquest. If you've never played Pokemon Conquest,
Conquest and Ranger.
Pokemon Conquest is very fun. I love it. There's like 100 hours worth of content in that game. Um,
Give me a remake of
if you,
one of those. Please. I would
I
take
don't want Ranger and I don't want a mystery dungeon. I just actually you can announce whatever you want. You gave me my Pokemon Legends game. Like I'm good for a year.
I got what I came for. This is
Yeah, I
great.
got exactly what I wanted, and that was a Pokemon Legends game.
Yeah. I'm good without a new mainline entry. I don't know how far they're gonna push Scarlet and Violet for this next year. If they're genuinely not dropping something this year, I would expect them to like continue pushing content for that. At least through
Yeah,
like
other than raids.
yeah. I don't they already did an epilogue though, so I can't imagine that
I'm
they're
I'm
going to
I'm
put out anything else.
I'm assuming that there's going to be something announced at the Nintendo Direct, and that there's going to be a Nintendo. The Pokemon Princess was only 12 minutes long. I waited so
That was
long for
very short,
12
yeah,
minutes.
on the shorter
It
side.
was specifically there just to announce that ZA exists.
I'm really curious what like their steps for 2024 are going to be. Like I
I
can't
hope it's just work on one game for once.
I would be okay with that. Like I am good to wait. I'm just genuinely shocked that they don't have something else. Like we already mentioned, they've been pushing that dev team so insanely hard for like the past 10 years.
True's true. True's true. But that's about all I have to say about Pokemon today.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
All I got is I'm excited that they're gonna take their time with one game for once.
Yeah.
Give me
I
give me more information, and then I'm happy.
I'll just I'll be a little drip feeding hamster for the rest of the next year or so for waiting for Pokemon pizza, I guess.
That's all I want is more Pokemon pizza.
Pokemon Pizza 2025. Oh, I mean, that's the only other thing. Will it be holiday 2025? Are we looking at a 2-year gap or are we looking at
Arceus
an
was
early drop?
dropped. Arceus was
It was
dropped in
February.
January.
January? Okay,
It
yeah.
was January of like
Okay.
2021.
I'll
So
take that. We have less than a
I'll take
year
a
then.
January drop. Ugh, that's still so long for me.
Dude, if that's a case, like the first half of 2025 is going to be loaded. We'll have a new Pokemon Legends game, a new Monster Hunter game. And by loaded, I mean 2 titles so far. But 2 big titles. Those are huge. I will take that. All right. I think, Ed, if you agree, that'll wrap up our first episode of UpTilt.
That'll work for me. Just because Pokemon Day was a big thing for me, and we're still kind of finding our footing for everything else.
Timing. Yeah, I think we'll try and keep things to like one focus topic. And since we're exhausted on Pokemon content for the day, we'll call it there. Not quite sure if we'll run for 30 minutes or closer to an hour. That'll just be more naturally.
It'll be more streamlined
Yeah.
next time we stream, for sure.
More streamlined, and the timing will be whenever we run out of things to talk about.
Plus, there is a good chance that Ed, will be streaming video games to UpTilt Pod. So keep your eye out for that too if you're here and you're listening and you're looking and you're listening and watching.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and we will catch you next Tuesday. Is gonna be our regular
Tuesday's
day?
gonna be our regular our weekly talk. We'll see what
And
happens with gaming
in the meantime.
in the meantime.
All right, guys. Catch you later.